everyone, we're going to look at reworking or redoing the solutions to your integration homework quiz that you did last week. We'll work through the following 5 problems so that you can get a bit of an idea on where you went wrong. Alright, so our first problem here, we've got to find y if the derivative is 3 plus 4x all squared. So the question has given us the derivative and we're taking it back to find the original function. So to do that, we need to integrate this. So if we integrate this function here, we're going to use the reverse chain rule. We're going to say y is equal to, raise the power here by 1, so 3 plus 4x. We're going to raise this to the power of 3. We're going to divide by that index, and we're going to divide by the derivative of what's in the brackets. And the derivative of 3 plus 4x is 4. Now always remember the plus c here on the end. So this gives us 3 plus 4x all cubed on 12 plus c. Nice and easy. Alright, let's move on to question 2. This one, a lot of you falsely recognize this one as a log. And the reason this isn't a log is when you actually look at this index or this expression on the bottom, this power is to the power of a negative 1/2. It's only a log when it's to the power of negative 1. So instead what we're going to do is rewrite this as 2 times the integral of 3 minus x to the negative 1/2. And now we can just use that same reverse chain rule that we did in the first question. So 2, I've got to add 1 to negative 1/2. So negative 1/2 plus 1 is 1/2. Again, same process. Divide by the derivative and divide by the power and divide by the derivative of what's in this bracket. So the derivative of 3 minus x is negative 1. Add your plus c on the end. From here, a negative 1 times 1/2 is negative 1/2. Divide that by 2 gives us negative 4. Now this isn't a sufficient answer for the IB. They're going to expect that you'll take this to the power of 1/2 and turn that back into a square root, because that was the original format the question was given to you in. So it's 3 minus root x plus c. Alright, on to question 3. So this one is we're given a couple of things. We're given the derivative and we're also given an initial value for the function. We're told that when x is equal to 1, this function is equal to 2. So we've got to first of all integrate this so we can get back to f of x. So f of x is equal to, the integral of x is just x squared on 2. Now this part, I've got 2. Here I've got the square root of x. And it's on the bottom of the fraction, so it's negative x to the 1/2. When I integrate that, it's x to the 1/2 divided by 1/2. Again, like the last question where we had it as a square root. Finally, we need the plus c in here. Now we know that where x equals 1, the f of x is equal to 2. So when x equals 1, f of x equals to 2. And now it's just a matter of substituting those values in. 2 is equal to 1/2 minus 4 plus c. This here is negative 3.5. And when I take that over the other side, I get c is equal to 5.5. So finally, we just need to write the function again so that we actually state the answer, because the question was asking us for the function, not just the value of c. So we're not done until we've written f of x is x squared on 2 minus 4 root x plus 5.5. Question 4. This is the one where you get to use your log. And the way we can identify it as a log is if we take this, we've got 1 minus 3x to the power of negative 1. If I was to integrate this using my regular chain rule, if I added 1 here, to divide by 0, I would understand that that is not possible. So that should be your hint that you're going to use a log for this integration. So let's take this back and let's do it as a log then. I'm going to put the 5 out in front of the integral sign. It's just a constant, so there's no problems with taking that out in front. 1 minus 3x dx. Now to integrate the log, it's just a matter of having 5 ln 1 minus 3x. And remember, we divide by the derivative of this function. So the derivative of 1 minus 3x is negative 3. And lastly, all you need is plus c on the end. And that question's done. That's all there is to that one. Alright, the final problem on the homework quiz caused some hassles. Many of you tried to take this and integrate it using your reverse chain rule. You can't do that because this function here inside is not linear. So what we need to do, we need to expand this out first. So it's going to be e to the x plus e to the minus x times e to the x plus e to the minus x again. Now we can expand it out. E to the x times e to the x is e to the 2x. Remember, when you're multiplying, you add the indices together. Then e to the x times e to the negative x, x plus negative x is 0, and e to the 0 will just be 1. We get the same when we do this one, e to the negative x times e to the x. And lastly, e to the negative x plus times by e to the negative x is e to the negative 2x. Now I can simplify this expression before I go and integrate it. So I'm going to have the integral of e to the 2x plus e to the negative 2x plus 2. If I integrate this, e to the 2x, remember when I integrated an exponential function, I'm just going to divide by this, the derivative of this index. So e to the 2x on 2 plus e to the negative 2x on negative 2. The integral of 2 is just 2x, and of course don't forget that plus c on the end. We'll just simplify out here with the negatives. E to the 2x on 2 minus e to the minus 2x on 2 plus 2x plus c. Alright, from there, that's those 5 questions. It's a good idea if you now take some time to go back through those first 5 sections of your homework and redo some of those problems again. Thank you.